Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Got a little toy review today. Super Joe Unlimited from White Elephant Toys. I've been wanting to get one of these for a little while. They have a little sale going at the moment, and so I went ahead and picked up the Super Joe Commander. Black hair, black beard. And I have not yet taken it out of this box. So we're going to be taking a closer look at the Super Joe Commander with a slight reflection of my camera in the plastic. Because it's all about the craft here. All about the craft. So let's first take a look at this box. We got some great Super Joe artwork right in here. Great logo. And you know what? That matters. It really does. Think of all the things that we still love to this day because of logos and fonts and colors and all that. Good design is important, and this is very good design. On this side, we have Atomic Mike, Agent X, Super Joe Adventurer. So a little look at some of the other figures in the line, or soon-to-be figures in the line. On the back, we got him punching out the bad... Is it Gore? The bad guy? Well, we're going to find out when I turn this box one more time. But we got a good one. The Commander knocking out an alien menace. White Elephant logo right there. And here's our bad guys. Darkon, Gore, and Crusher. Is that? Yeah, that's Crusher. Is that Crusher? No, that's Gore. He's got the little, he's got the pin, the little pointy top on his head. Crusher makes me think of that Looney Tunes cartoon. The Crusher! And there we are back to the beginning. Super Joe Unlimited, WhiteElephantToyz.com. Super Joe Unlimited, okay, so let's pop this bad boy open. I'm always worried about destroying things when I do. Oh, nice. We got the little emblems right there. Now, I opted for the 1/9 scale, which is the primary scale. They have some others as well, but because I wanted it to go with all the 1/9 stuff that I get. Super Joe was really ahead of my time. Just barely. Came out in 1977, lasted till 78. So I would have been about 5 years old, but my little 5-year-old brain was completely inundated with the glory that was Star Wars. And I don't have any memory of these figures. I just missed out on the older G.I. Joe range, and given how much I loved military toys and army stuff, I would have been a huge fan of that. And also, knowing my proclivities, I might have actually hated this line because it's like, but they don't look military anymore. Because I was like that when all the Rambo stuff started coming out. Showing up on the army toy page of the wish book. And I'm like, he doesn't have a shirt on, and he's got a headband around his head, and he's shooting a bow and arrow. That's not army. What is that doing here? Make it go away. I was a weird kid. What can I tell you? All right. Let's get down to it. So here he is. The man, the myth, the legend. We have the figure, the armor. We got his pistol / ray gun. I guess it could be whatever you want. That knife is just a thing of beauty. It has a little bit of the lightning motif going in it. And, of course, the helmet. So here's the part where I start trying to take things out of here and scare the devil out of myself, because I just know I'm somehow going to break something. So here we go with the knife. Whoop, let me get that better centered. Don't worry, kids. No blood. Unless, of course, I'm a vampire. Oh, wow. Well, that made the figure easy to get out. Let's enjoy the backside of Super Joe Commander while I get these out of here. Come on, the back of Super Joe. You know, it's the Jungle Cruise bit. Oh, jeez. All right. Let's get this plastic nonsense out of the way. So here we have Super Joe Commander. Look at that. Look at that. Little, got his little necklace going, man. That is awesome. We got the armor. Nice movement there. Oh, good. Not stiff movement at all, which is always nice, because that's the other thing that always scares me, is that I'm going to move one of these things and it's going to instantly fall apart. Good leg movement. Excellent. We got the torso moving back and forth. Oh, he's ready for action, this guy. Got the belt pouches. That would actually, in like yellow plastic, that would work great for like a Batman Dark Knight Returns. Here's the back. Let's get a little more close up in on the armor. I don't know if I'm getting the full effect here. Color wise, it's a nice bright gold. And I think, unfortunately, the camera and the system I use tends to dull down the colors. I've done a few things to try to improve that without a whole lot of success. We got the emblem on the chest. So he's in black, the gold piping. It's very nicely made. Indeed. Let's get him. See if I can do this without jostling the camera too much. Oh, I jostled it a little bit. Focus in on him. So, very nice. Very nice. Now, this looks like it's a little bit... Well, maybe we can just... I wonder if I heated that a little bit. Get that a little opened up there. And pop it on. Just, there we go. Oh, I love it. That helmet actually it reminds me a little bit of the Battlestar Galactica pilot's helmets, just the shape a little. All right. And we got a pistol. Got a combat knife. Let's see. Get that in there, holding it. Yeah, that's okay. That's nice. Let's get that in upside down. Yeah, he's going full force, baby. All right. So we have Super Joe Commander, black beard, got the gold. Went for the gold. I liked it a little more. I don't know, spacey fantasy than the silver. I could be convinced to get a silver one, but right now I really do want to get. I want to get Clone, and I want to get what was it? Atomic Mike. Yeah, Atomic Mike. I think those will be my next acquisitions for these guys. Now, when I first saw these on White Elephant's site, they're selling. My dog in the background. They were selling a lot of the components, and so my first thought was, I have a trio of Action Jackson figures. If I get two more, I'll have the Action Jackson 5. But I have those. I wonder if these would work with those figures because there's a similarity to the face. But if you look, Super Joe's a little bit bigger than Action Jackson. Just a bit larger. And so I don't know. Some of it might kind of work, but I don't think they probably would. And so that's why I kind of dilly-dallied around going, geez, do I want to, invest in these right now? I'm collecting this, I'm collecting that. And I finally did it. Like I said, there's a little bit of a sale going on right now. So I went ahead and did it. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't just buy some gear that I could maybe use with these, because I probably would have ended up being disappointed in that. You can put them next to each other here, and yeah, I mean he's a good head taller than old Action Jackson. So Action Jackson's doing his own thing, but Super Joe should fit in well with some of these other figures that I have. Let's see. Gonna hear some creaking as I walk across the room. Let's see. Yeah, he's got a bit of a height advantage too. So these were 8.5-inch figures. The Super Joes. Whoops, again, I'm not centering this well. Sorry about that. I'm looking at them and I'm not looking at my screen. So a bit taller than the 8-inch MEGO figures. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, hold on. We're not done yet though. Let's test one more. King, you just you chill out over here for a minute. Well, fix your sash, for crying out loud. Adjust your sash, Carl. That was a Mystery Science Theater. I don't know what Joel was talking about. Okay. Let's take a look at Super Joe next to one of the Toybiz Marvel figures. Well, that's pretty close. That is pretty close. Maybe they're going to get married. Yeah, he's a lot closer to being a 9-inch figure. I mean, of course, she has a little bit of height on him, but it's actually pretty close. I might go ahead and display these guys with some of the 9-inch figures that I've collected. But I think the key ultimately here is quality and design. Now, this is obviously harkening back to an older toy line, which had some very strong design fundamentals to it. Look great. This looks great. I love, like I said, this lightning-looking knife. Love the pistol, kind of a ray gun feel to it. Love the helmet. I love the whole thing. I love the design on this. Number 2, quality. And I've always been happy with the quality of WhiteElephantToyz figures. They're good. They're sturdy. They stay together. And again, I mean, I'm not taking them outside and playing with them that you know of. Would I hand these off to kids to play with? Maybe. They'd probably fare about the same as old MEGO toys did in the hands of children, which is they're going to survive a while, but they're going to lose a few pieces, and you might end up with a broken arm or leg. But as far as a collector and just posing these things, just because you think they look cool and they're fun, I think you're in very good shape with good old White Elephant. They make some good products. Obviously, I've reviewed some of their monster figures in the past, and I was always happy with those. And, oh, great. Now I have a new thing that I want to start collecting. Perfect. So, I don't know. Could people stop making cool quality items for, I don't know, just a couple years? Let me catch up a little bit. It's a real struggle. So, Super Joe Commander, Juper So Commander, Super Joe Commander, black beard, black hair, from White Elephant Toys. Great looking toy. Will look great on the shelf with some of the 9-inch figures that I got. Holding his own against some Marvel and DC characters. You know, maybe I'll have him going toe-to-toe with Dr. Octopus until we get some releases of the Super Joe enemies. So what do you think, folks? How do you feel about Super Joe? And now some of the point of these also was in order to use them with the original items that were made by MEGO, because apparently the original Super Joe figures tended to fall apart even inside their packaging. And so a lot of collectors, you know, they have some pieces that are in pieces. And so the idea here was to, you know, provide some new figures, you know, brand new, good condition, but also to provide collectors with some figures that they could put some of the Super Joe regalia on. And those can be some, I believe, some pretty pricey pieces. And I think, hey, success. Well done. Very well done. So Super Joe Commander from White Elephant Toys. Or I said MEGO. They weren't produced by MEGO. I'm sorry. What am I talking about? They were not produced by MEGO. But they were trying to put out something that was more in scale with MEGO figures. And that's why I was thinking about that. Look, I'm in my 50s, okay? I'm an old guy. Give me a break. Give me a break, man. As soon as I'm done making this video, gonna have some prunes. Take a shot of Metamucil and go turn on some Lawrence Welk. All right, so Super Joe Commander from White Elephant Toys. I give it a high recommendation. It is a fantastic piece. They're going to look great if you get them up on your shelf, whether you display them in package or loose. And so there you go. So yeah, what do you think? What do you think about these guys? Do you like them? Do you think they got a hit on their hands? You got any good memories of the old Super Joes? Was that a toy line you played with back in the day? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. That helps me out a lot. Maybe think about subscribing and maybe share with some friends if you got any folks who, you know, maybe you got some friends and you played with these things together, and it might be a little trip down memory lane for them. In the meantime, folks, God bless every one of you. Try to be kind to one another. I'm sure Super Joe would want you to be. And oh, what's my last thing? Again, I'm an old man. God bless. Be kind to one another and try to have some fun out there. And I will see you next time around in Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Bye-bye.